A very good morning to all of you. Students, we have discussed about what is selling and marketing in the previous lecture. We have discussed the difference between the two. Today we'll discuss about marketing in different situations of market demand. Does marketing in different situations of market demand differ or the marketing strategy of a marketing manager remains the same? Let's have a look at it. Demand forecasting is an essential activity in sales and marketing. Marketing manager is required to forecast what is the demand of the product or a service provided by the company. The demand forecasting has to be done so that the company does not store huge inventories and at the same time does not underutilize its operational setup. By taking into consideration the various types of demands in the market, the firm can thereby have a proper forecast and can plan its inventories accordingly, meeting the objectives of the firm. There are mainly 8 types of demand in marketing which have to be taken into consideration by marketing manager during demand forecasting. The first one is negative demand. What is negative demand? It is a type of a demand which is created if the product is disliked in general. The consumer is ready to pay anything to avoid the product. The customer does not want it. For example, insurance, which people should have but they delay buying an insurance policy. Demand of eggs and meat by a vegetarian person. People would like to pay anything to avoid eggs and meat if a person is a vegetarian person. A person who wants to avoid heart attacks would pay full for a full body checkup whether the results might be negative, but still the consumer would pay for his own safety. The marketer has to solve the issue of no demand by analyzing why the market dislikes the products and then convert the negative demand into positive demand by reduction in prices, changes in production, aggressive advertisement, etc. Only by changing the attitude of customers, negative demand may be converted into positive demand, which is called conversional marketing. Next is unwholesome demand. Unwholesome demand is the other side of negative demand. Some products are harmful and against the interest of the society. The customer does not desire the product, yet the customer wants the product badly. Best example of unwholesome demand are the cigarettes, alcohol, gutka, opium, guns, etc. The task of marketing here is to destroy the demand, which is known as counter marketing. The main aim is to discourage and discontinue the consumption of such products. Voluntary social organizations and government create an awareness about the hazardous effects of the product among the customers. The government compels the producers to label the product with hazardous and harmful effects so that the customer stays away from it. For example, in case of cigarettes, there is a remark that smoking is injurious to health. The intention is to destroy the demand by making the customers aware about its hazardous effects. Next is no demand. Now, certain products face the challenge of no demand. Customers are not interested in purchasing these products. Educational courses, especially arts, there is very low demand or no demand at all. German and French language for Gujarat University students. Demand of credit cards by people in villages who do not hold bank accounts. Garbage and scrap collected in the city. Demand of products in areas where they are of no use. For example, umbrellas where there is no rainfall and sled where there is no snow. It is difficult to convert no demand to positive demand. The process of converting no demand into positive demand is called stimulation marketing. It is by making the customers understand the utility of the product. For example, garbage may be processed for use in paper industries. Artificial snow park can be created where sled can be used to glide on the snow. The next one is latent demand. When I use the word latent, it means hidden. It refers to the situation in which people have a strong need which cannot be satisfied with any of the existing products. The best example of latent demand are normal phones versus smartphones. People nowadays want more and more features in the smartphone. They might settle for a normal phone, but then later on they want to buy a smartphone. Similarly, people might buy a petrol car, but most likely their second car will be a diesel car. A marketing manager's job is to find out the features which the people might be looking for the later, invent and introduce a new product and market them to the customer in such a manner that he immediately wants them. The efforts to satisfy the latent demand is a task of development marketing. Example, cigarettes not harmful to health, e-cigarettes, fuel efficient two-wheelers giving more average. These are the examples of latent demand. The next marketing situation is declining demand. Declining demand is when demand for the product is declining. Almost every product reaches a decline stage. The demand begins to decline or fall gradually. For example, when iPods came in the market, the demand for Walkman went down. Although there was still a demand for the product, the demand was a declining demand. Declining demand of religious books. Fall in the demand of fountain pens. A marketer's job in such a case is to think the ways to revive the product so that the demand is not declining. The efforts to encourage and keep alive the declining demand is called remarketing. The next type of demand is irregular demand. Irregular demand can be defined as a demand which is not consistent, the demand that doesn't match the supply at a certain point of time due to seasonal or other changes. The best example of irregular demand is the seasonal products like umbrella, air conditioners, or resorts. These products sell irregularly and sell more during peak season, whereas their demand is very low during off season. The marketing task in such a situation is called synchro marketing. The marketer has to strike a balance between the demand and supply. The best way to counter irregular demand is to introduce incentives to the customers to buy the product, such as attractive discounts, free gifts, reduction in prices, complimentary offers, etc. The next type of demand is full demand. In an ideal environment, a company should always have a full demand. It means the demand is meeting the supply pattern in the market. It also means that the markets are happy with the product of the company and that the people want to buy from the same company. It shows the efficiency of management and popularity of the product. In the long run, the unit has to face strong competition, and also there is a possibility of change in likes, taste, preferences, attitudes, etc. The marketing challenge in this type of demand is to maintain the same level of interest in the product and the company, which is called maintenance marketing. The marketer has to keep the right prices, encourage sales, control production costs, and improvement in the quality. The next is overfull demand. Now, what do we mean by overfull demand? When the manufacturing capacity is limited but the demand is more than the supply, it is called overfull demand. Example, cooking gas, Indian railways, industrial hubs, etc. This can be observed in the cement industry occasionally. Generally, most cement industries have limited manufacturing capacity and hence brand switching in cement industry is very high. Many companies use demarketing techniques to counteract overfull demand. No credit facility, increase the prices of the product, supply less goods than order, etc. This is because if the company keeps marketing but it is not able to supply the material, then the company might suffer badly. It is a strange situation where buyers are to be discouraged by decreasing the demand. So these were the 8 types of demand. Each type of demand has its own challenges, and the marketing manager needs to be very quick on his feet to manage all the different types of demand. Right marketing strategy only, depending upon the situations of market demand, may lead to increase in the demand and achievement of organizational objectives. It seems marketing is not the same for different situations of demand. It may differ, and hence the marketing manager should be on alert in adopting the right marketing strategy. Thank you so much, all of you. Do revise all the different situations of demand and come up with one product example, either of over full demand and or full demand, and what strategy would you adopt in such a case. Do comment and suggest what next is to be discussed. Thank you so much.